the moon landing in July 1969 was the most important news story of the final year of the tumultuous 60s.
Apollo 11 blasted off on July 16, 1969, as Neil Armstrong, Edwin Buzz Aldrin and Michael Collins marked the dawn of a new age.
However, the month of July began with a less auspicious new beginning, the investiture of Charles, Prince of Wales.
How William shares Charles and Philip's fear of overcrowding. Prince Charles's shock rant revealed, "I'm getting sick of my face." Prince Charles is the longest-serving Prince of Wales in British history, but this was not an automatic title. He was bestowed with it by the Queen in 1958, but the investiture took place in July 1969.
In an interview before the ceremony, Prince Charles said, "For me, it's a way of officially dedicating one's life, or part of one's life, to Wales, and the Welsh people, after all, wanted it."
As the 20-year-old prince was being crowned by his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, across the Atlantic at the Kennedy Space Center on Merritt Island, astronauts were making their final preparations for the first landing on the moon.
On the day of the investiture, Charles wore a regal coronet, designed by the artist Louis Osman, a spiked 24-karat gold frame that took precedence, and diamonds and emeralds that are more than sparkling points of light.
Mr Osman described the hat as something that is modern. The day after, across Britain, Charles faced his destiny on the front pages of Britain's newspapers after the Queen formally invested Charles with the insignia.
Charles declared, "I, Charles Prince of Wales, do become your liege man of life and limb, and of earthly worship, and faith and truth I will bear unto thee, to live and die against all manner of folks."
At the same moment, across the world, 3 men were preparing to land on the moon.
The end of the month saw the Daily Express newspaper's front page read, "The most amazing personal snapshot ever."
It showed a picture taken by Neil Armstrong upon his visit to the moon in a moment that made history.
It was a fantastical end to the month of July in 1969, a month that started with a page in history, chivalry, and tradition.
The investiture of the Prince of Wales was a huge success. The promises that His Royal Highness made on that July day are still being made good on.
Prince Charles has engaged in continuous charity work and, like his mother, puts duty first.
As the longest-serving heir apparent and Prince of Wales, no one in British history has had more practice and preparation to one day be king.